My favorite TV shows, man, the Sports Center, ESPN News, Partner Interruption, Around the Horn, quite frankly, um, Outside the Lines, Baseball Tonight. You know what I mean? I watch sports, dog. It's basically that's what I'm trying to say. I watch sports, man. That's what I'm into. Sports, sports, sports. Every sport. Hockey, golf, basketball, football, of course. Baseball. You know what I mean? I got a favorite team, a favorite player in every single sport. I'm not going to answer those questions, though. Let's go.
Matt the Band, what up?
That was my phone.
Shout the Boogie Brown. Shanice, I see
I
you.
didn't cut it off. I just hung up.
It's Gangsta Grills, you bastard!
Cover my tracks like butter, so where the bread be. I see beef is dead meat. Who that? The president? Yeah, me. No one scare me. And you ain't gotta double dare me. Hear me? Cover my tracks like butter, so where the bread be. I see beef is dead meat. Who that? The president? Yeah, me. No one scare me. And you ain't gotta double dare me. Hear me? Loud and clearly, rats aren't near me. Wiretap niggas get blood in the earpiece. I'm from New Orleans, nowhere near peace. Pure beast, fear free, hear grief. Catch up, bitch, I'm in gear 3. Zoom, gone, see ya, peace. Drop one finger, yeah. Fuck him and whoever made him. I will hurt whoever love him, cause I hate him. Looking for a lady, high and sedated. Got her to the pad, I don't know how a nigga made it. She gave me relations, so now we related. The morning comes, the picture faded. I waited on my turn to burn, can I get a light? Little dog, bigger bite, Jackson 5, little Mike. Can I get a mic or a mic and a half? That the source owe me, shout out to the editor staff. Yeah, I'm all grown, so much better with math. I need a spread in the Forbes, taking the Benjamin bath. Yeah, I'm serving this track like Steffi Graf. Yeah, Roger Federer, there's no competitors. Niggas know my rhetoric, bitches know my preference. Young guard, baby, all the mother niggas reverence. Sitting in my big house, surrounded by my weaponries. I keep them away like I got leprosy. Chopper right next to me, loaded up with pepper seeds. Got an extra clip, but that's only for my specialties. Yeah.
Yo, what's up? It's been a little bit. But I miss you guys a lot. And I'm excited for playoffs. Dude, I gotta say, if you fell asleep early and missed the very last game of the 2025-26 regular season, top five game of all time for me, mostly because of the stipulations, the way it panned out, just the insane fourth quarter. It could have been the last time we saw Aaron Rodgers play football. Just so many things on the line. The Ravens making a comeback over the last couple weeks. The Steelers losing a few. No DK. Like, all these just crazy things. And then Lamar throws a long bomb on missed coverage, and Aaron Rodgers matches it. Lamar throws another one. Aaron Rodgers. This is all in the fourth, and then the missed extra point where Boswell hadn't missed an 80-some kicks or something. It's insane. And then, of course, the loop. I mean, I think if you haven't seen, go look at the videos of people who were doing live recordings like, we're going, and like, it wasn't a gimme. It was like 44 yards. So it wasn't like it was like, it looked like it was going to be closer after that fourth down conversion, right, to Isaiah Likely, which is an insane catch in between two defenders to save the game. It could have ended there. So I had not watched, like, the first two quarters. I was watching it, paying attention. My wife and I were watching a show. The whole third quarter, my son needed my phone. He couldn't sleep. He said, can I listen to a dream story on your phone? I'm like, yeah. Put the phone in his room. I'm like, I should check in on that game. I turned it on in the fourth quarter, and buddy, let me tell you, I am so glad I did because, again, one of the best finishes and just games. You know, like, this season looked like it was going to be a little, like, we knew different from the start, but the fact was it, like, kind of came. I didn't think after last week in the way it was sealed, we only had two really spots open for divisions: the Panthers, the Bucks, or the Ravens and the Ravens and the Steelers. But the craziest thing about all that was, like, it was supposed to be if the Bucks win, they're in. But after the upset of the Falcons over the Rams, you know, it became like, well, the Falcons then also beat the Saints. Now it's the Panthers, which that to me is the biggest letdown. I really wanted to see the Bucks get in, and it looks like there's 6 votes for the Rams. If I had to pick an upset special, like if there's an upset special this weekend, I think this is the game that really only stands to be an upset. I didn't look at the line. You were at the casino for it. I saw you say something about playoffs, having 3-day playoffs, and you can't take going to the casino. But yeah, like, and there were a lot of boring games this week too. Saturday games both had stipulational stuff, but the Bucks winning didn't really get you excited because you knew it didn't mean they got anywhere. That Seattle San Fran game was as boring as football gets. Like, I'm sure it was great. Like I watched it with my son. We had our Seahawks shirt on. I had my Seahawks sweatshirt. He had a Seahawks shirt on, and like we wanted to be excited, but it just wasn't. And then, of course, yesterday there just wasn't a lot of excitement. A lot of people sitting their starters. Jaguars just trounced their way to a division title. Just, 41-10 or something. J.L. Skinner. And as a matter of fact, did he not catch a touchdown yesterday? I think he caught a touchdown yesterday. Was it last night that he... Denver Broncos... I'm pretty sure he caught a touchdown yesterday. I don't know. Maybe not. I saw his name yesterday. Maybe you guys can correct me. It goes to the Broncos. Denver Broncos going out to Christine. It does suck with no fantasy. And you know what sucks? Like, even bets. Jamie, there were so many games you couldn't bet the touchdown scores because they didn't put odds up for the games if they weren't sure if the players were going to start or not. Jaden Reed there for the Packers, 3 out of 4. It's a good looking card. This is one of my favorite sets that Wild Card did. The newer sets don't have autographs in every pack, but not even in every box. So we don't do a lot of new stuff. Look, I put some old stuff back. Woo! Here we go. Did you see this dude's catch yesterday? Puka Nacua, 4 out of 5. We'll put this one up. Puka Nacua, 4 out of 5 for the LA Rams. So we got 6 votes for the Rams. I mean, that's who should win that game, right? That's a nice auto in there too. But again, that's why I think it's the only one that has upset special potential. Let's go ahead and do this one. What I think is going to be one of the most exciting games just for the rivalry aspect. We got the Packers going to the Bears. That's awesome. Good Morning Football had, what's his name, the WWE wrestler that's a big Bears fan. I always talk about him. Having a brain fart right now, but... For the Jets, Joe Tippmann, for the first time in literally almost 100 years, since 1933 or 37, when they started keeping the stat, no team ever went the entire season without one interception. That included 14 games, it included 16 games, it included 17-game seasons. The Jets completed that feat, set a record with 0 interceptions. I'm glad Trubisky didn't give it to him. The Bills, I didn't want the Bills to be the reason they didn't do that. It was the first game all year I didn't actually watch the Bills game. I watched some of it. The jerseys they wore yesterday were just sick. Just absolutely sick. Ooh, we got a 50-50 with 6 votes. 50-50 on the Bears-Packers. I think the Bears being at home makes that game a little bit more... if it was at Packers, I think we'd have a lot more lean in Packers. With it being Bears, I think that edge just evens it out a little bit. Though the Bears, in my opinion, are playing better. Ivan Pace for the Minnesota Vikings going out to Steve Hamner. How was everyone else's holiday break? I haven't seen you guys since Christmas. We haven't ripped. I did a card show this weekend. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But I was just too excited to talk about the playoffs. We got Packers taking the lead there. Henry 202 for the Houston Texans. To me, that's the team that's the scariest in the AFC right now. Yes, the Jaguars look like the hottest team. I do believe that. But against the Bills, I think the Texans scare me the most just because of Anderson coming off the line, attacking Josh Allen's weak side. I don't like that. I'd rather face the Jags' run defense than the pass rush defense of the Houston Texans. So I'm glad we pulled them. I would have rather pulled the Steelers, obviously. Cameron Mitchell for the Browns, 3 out of 4. It was, what do they call it, Black Monday or whatever. Stefanski got the axe, which is kind of surprising. 2-time Coach of the Year. I just think there was differences there with the whole Shador thing. Last night, this one blows my mind. I posted it. I get firing Raheem Morris, but like they fired them, they fired the GM, they fired the CEO, everything gone. They went on a 4-game win streak and tied for first in the division. Like, I mean, like if there was ever a time to maybe reconsider, but I think they'd already made up their mind. So there was not a lot they could do at that point to change their mind. 57-43. Someone get more votes in. We got 14 people. I want to see the real final here. We got super short print, less than 3. Auto card man. We already got a Puka. Not the name you want. Donovan Mutin, 1 of 2. At least we got the Puka in there. That's a good one. Let me see where this guy goes. Jamie, you gotta go to that's Atlanta Falcons here. He was mic'd up last year against the Baltimore Ravens. That was the last year. Mutin goes to the Atlanta Falcons. That goes out to Tracy. All right, we have 9 votes, and the Bears are in the lead now. I'll make my pick. It won't let me vote, but I think the Bears take that down. I think the Packers just a little bit more depleted than the Bears. Although if the Bears have to have their, honestly, have their defense show up. It doesn't sound like they decided to play yesterday. All right, I got to do it. The only time of the entire weekend slate where I won't be able to actually sit down in my house and watch a game is the 1 o'clock on Sunday. My kids have wrestling. But we'll get your take on it. Who wins, Bills or Jags? Jags, to me, out of the AFC teams, had the toughest schedule that are in the playoffs. They did. They haven't allowed, I don't think, a rusher to go over 60 yards. If so, only a couple, because up to like week 14, 15, they didn't allow a rusher over 60 yards. It's kind of going, like two opposing forces. James Cook with the lead rusher of the year with like 1,500 yards, something like that. Leading running back of the year. Let's get some T-Law here. Speaking of 20. Hey, listen, we got that game up. See if we can turn it into a T-Law. You guys are quiet, though. Feel free to chime in. I don't need to do all the talking. We got a redemption. There's Eli Mitchell, Michael Carter, Matt Stafford. Don't like getting redemptions in this. There's a Zach Wilson and another Mac Jones. Jamie, the one thing you can always do, too, is the daily contest. You said again, I got distracted. No fantasy. It sucked with no fantasy. I still kept getting alerts from Sleeper. Go ahead, and if you're typing, I can't see it. Hopefully you guys aren't, but maybe someone make a redemption guess. DeAndre Hopkins, Marshawn Lattimore. Got a Justin Fields silver rookie. Najee Harris, Chuba. Here's a numbered Terrace Marshall out of 199. A black prism Devonta Smith and Javon Holland. Oh, you still can't do daily out there? That's absurd. Can you do underdog? Here, I'm going to ask you guys, what do you think of these top loaders I got? Like, I wouldn't use them for all. I only have them in blue or red, but I saw these. I thought they were cool. Like, if it color matches almost like this. Like the blue frame. I kind of like it. Just Likes Field. I'd never heard that nickname for him. There he is. There's a Justin. Kyle Pitts going to be going for a contract this year. Javonte Williams, rookie. Here's the number, Jonathan Taylor. What, man? Thought for sure he had a high chance at the MVP for a while, the rushing title. Ended up not even making the playoffs. What a fall off that team had this year. That's out of $399. There's another Javonte Williams. Justin Fields. Pittman and a Travis Etienne out of 75. Not Lawrence, but he will be playing in the playoffs this weekend. That's crazy. So that's why you have to go there to bet. And are they like Indian casinos? Like Native American casinos? There we go. Not a bad break. Take it. I did a show this Saturday with my dad. I loved it. It's the one he used to take me to when I was little. It's the one I took my son to when I decided to get back in the cards and start breaking back in 2018. I've worked it every year. We've done a few breaks here as this group, and I really enjoyed it. It was packed. Like, I couldn't believe how alive, when I go to shows, how alive the hobby is sometimes. It's easy to forget, but... You know, not a ton of spenders, but a lot of new collectors, a lot of people asking questions, a lot of cool conversations. Kellen Mond there. There's a Justin Fields acetate. Did you see this guy's face last night? I thought he was going to have a heart attack. Oh, that's pretty cool, Jamie. Should you just stay there? Did you stay up late playing slots that way, though? A.J. Dillon out of 199 is going to be the swatch card. Travis Etienne RPA out of this isn't bad. He's having a decent year. All right, there we had a Chuba. Devonta Smith. Davis Mills, rookie hollow black prism. I think this guy may get a chance somewhere. Every time he comes in for the Texans, he does well. Him, Malik Willis, two guys that I think could have a really good chance at. Nico Collins. Here's a Sam Ellinger green out of 49. A Justin Fields black. And our first Jamar Chase rookie. Jamie, are the rooms pretty nice there? I always get shit down the casino, the cleaners. That's funny. Did that last time when we went to Philly. Actually, they don't close the casino, but they stop the drinks. And so a lot of people clear out then. Once the drinks stop flowing at like 2 o'clock, people clear the floor pretty quick. I'd like to go, like, I always offer comp rooms at Atlantic City, but that place is so nasty, I don't want to go for free. Jerry Jeudy. Wow, 73% on the Jags. With 11 votes, so what is that, like 9-2? Something like that? 8-3 maybe? Shoo. No faith in those Bills. The Bills are favorites, which only 1.5 points. Javonte Williams. There's a Jalen Waddle rookie. This 21 class is solid. Chase, Waddle, Lawrence, Etienne. We might have to do more 21. Oh, that's a Gibson. That's numbered out of 10. Gold. Not a great name, but still 5 out of 10. That's something that does well at the shows. I have all the parallels in a box by team, and it's a lot of people pick out their favorites. And you know what? When you're at a show and you get a card like this, a lot of people are willing to pay, you know, more than what you would probably see it go for on eBay, to be honest with you, just because they want it for their collection. Shane Buechele. There's a Mac Jones. We have the redemption to look at now. He wasn't good when he was the QB1. Yeah, sometimes guys just need to get a chance to be in that spot, though. All right, here we go. 21 Chronicles. Let's go, Fred and Barney. Prism Black, Signatures Orange. That's being weird. Najee Harris for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Rookie Prism Signatures. Now, it is expired. However, they will give you a decent amount of points when you go to redeem it, because I just did it for a bunch. So Pittsburgh Steelers going out to Jeff. Do that sooner than later. Get your points that way when they have the packs. You know, you're on your way to that. That will probably do well. And I have heard if you call in ahead of time, or if you save all of them and go to the National, that they will do more for you. But you have to have usually a few decent ones, and then you call in and be like, hey, what do I do with these? They'll work with you. here we go. One of the first hobby boxes I ever bought when I got back into the hobby was Optic. Was the first one. XR was one of the like the second or the third box I bought. Love this product. They stopped making it. I think 22 was the last year. I don't think they made it after that, did they? At least I haven't seen it. Is this the right Steeler? Kenny Pickett, 18 out of 49. Wonder if he'll ever get a chance again. I forgot he was there like for a little bit before Stroud. He came in this year and plug and play really well, but you're right, as a backup. Tyrion Davis Price for the Niners. Niners going from the chance at the 1st seed to the 6th seed, headed to Philly. If I was Philly, I'd be as disappointed as the Niners getting all the way down to the 6th. That's not the team I want coming into my place, honestly. We got Garrett Wilson, who ironically was the Jets' leading receiver. Hasn't played a game since like the beginning of November, end of October, and was still the Jets' leading receiver. Rookie, another great. Oh, this is 22. I was going to say 21 class is huge. Garrett Wilson in 22. Keontae Ingram, Leonard Fournette. There's a Najee, second year. And a Sauce Gardner RPA. Sauce and Garrett both in this class. We got, this is 6 out of 99. Sauce Gardner went from being on the 1-7 Jets to going 1-7 with the Colts. Yeah, you're right. I mean, that's probably a great comparison, Chris. Trubisky looked really good against the Jets, but at the same time, that's when everyone was like, Drake May, MVP, the week after the Jets, when he was on that roll, 5 touchdowns. It's like, maybe we just need to breathe for a minute. All right, man, we got 3 really good hits so far. Puka, Travis, and Sauce. Let's see what we get here. Super thick stuff. There he is, a second year Davis Mills, because we've been talking about him, out of 199. Chance I put up some serial numbers tonight, possibly just 1 or 2 boxes. We'll see. Keenan Allen out of 249. We'll stop at the Bills because you broke my heart with that Jags pick, but hey, I like it. I usually like going against the public, the public consensus. We got a Kyer Elam, Austin Eckler, and a Mac Jones. Let's bring Flutie out for this one. I don't know if this is our auto. It is our auto. It's going to be Zamir White out of 99. Not the name you want, but going out to the Raiders, Jeff Kellington. Did they do that? Do you remember the team that did it before that? I thought they were. I was going to bring that up because I was going to bring this up. Who was the last team to do offensive rookie and defensive rookie of the year? Does anyone remember? Since Sauce and, or after, sorry, before Sauce and Garrett Wilson. Anyone know that? Little trivia question. It's a nice swatch. Don't know if this dude's ever going to get a chance again. Desmond Ridder out of 49, which was the start of the collapse of the Falcons. But a nice 2-color out of 49, Desmond Ridder. Not a bad break at all. A little cheapy. It was Alvin Kamara and Marcus Lattimore for the New Orleans Saints in 2017. Offensive and defensive rookie of the year. Was it Marcus or Marshawn Lattimore? Whatever, the corner. Oh, yeah. Then Stroud and Anderson won, didn't they? That's crazy. That makes sense that they're in the playoff position that they are. All right, guys. I'm going to do a quick recap here. Obviously, a bunch of sleeved up rookies, things like that. Won't go over all those. Thank you for jumping in. Thanks for voting against my Bills. I needed that. Keenan Allen out of 249. Davis Mills to 199. And a rookie Garrett Wilson out of 199. Tyron Davis Price out of 99. We had the Kenny Pickett rookie out of 49 extra. Gibson out of 10. Davis Mills Prism Black rookie. That's a hollow too. Sam Ellinger out of 49. Jamar Chase rookie. We had the A.J. Dillon swatch to 199. The Jonathan Taylor red foil out of 399. Terrace Marshall out of 199. And Devonta Smith Prism Black non-hollow. We also had our hits here. Start with these back here. Donovan Newton for the Falcons, I believe. Cameron Mitchell for the Browns out of 4. We had the Henry To'oTo'o for the Texans. Ivan Pace out of 25 for the Vikings. Joe Tippmann for the Jets out of 25. Jaden Reed for the Packers out of 4. And J.L. Skinner for the Broncos out of 35. He's a safety, so he didn't score. But he did something. He must have... His name came up this week, and I was like, where did I hear that name? And then we had the Desmond Ritter out of 49 rookie 2-color swatch. Luminous endorsements out of 99. Zamir White. Here's where we get our good stuff here, though. Sauce Gardner, rookie patch auto out of 99. And then we have the Najee Prism Black Signatures Orange. The Puka Nacua numbered out of 5. And the Travis Etienne out of 75 RPA. Is it 75 or 25? 75. I'm glad we got a chance to catch up. I'm super pumped. Saturday, I'll definitely be live for the games. Really, really wish the Bills played on Saturday or Monday. I'd rather even a Monday game than Sunday at 1, but it's supposed to be warm out. They're not used to those games. Either way, guys, I will be back. I'm going to throw some cereals up. We'll see if you guys are interested in that. Those of you who came in, Jamie, Chris, Steve, that chatted a little bit, I always appreciate that. But let's hang out more tonight. I'll see you guys soon. Hope you guys are all doing well. Miss you guys. Peace.